What's up everybody? Good morning. Welcome back to another video. Started off the morning reading a new book called Americana, which is actually by the same author that wrote Purple Hibiscus. When I saw the cover of this book, I just know that I had to get it. Look at how beautiful it is. I'm actually so proud of myself for, reading this many books. I think this is my fourth book of the year. At the beginning of the year, I wrote in my journal that one of my goals is to read 5 books for the year, and already I'm on my fourth book already. So after this, I just have to read one more book, and I will have accomplished my goal. This book will take me a while though, because I had no idea that it's almost 600 pages. Considering that I only read 10 pages a day, that would take me about roughly 2 months to complete. It's okay though. That's how I like reading my book. Slowly every single day, just 10 pages at most. I just started reading this the other day. I'm only on page 14 right now. But the first scene starts in Princeton, New Jersey. It's talking about this character named Aoife Milu, who writes blogs for a living. She's born and raised in Nigeria, so even now that she's living in the States, she will go online to read about what's happening back home, which I can definitely kind of relate as a Taiwanese American. Like when I first moved back to the States, that's what I did too. I would like search up my elementary school on YouTube to see if anybody that I know from the school has posted any videos. Even now, I still watch a lot of Taiwanese YouTubers, whether it's food videos or just vlogs, anything having to do with Taiwan, like I would just watch it. With every page that I read, I can honestly say that this author is starting to become one of my favorites, even though it's kind of hard to say her name. But yeah, it's like the way that she describes certain scenes, she uses very descriptive words. So it feels like you're not even reading it, you're basically in the scene with the characters. There's only ever a handful of authors that can do that, where they make you feel like you're actually part of the story instead of a bystander just reading and glimpsing into the story. Today is a Monday for me. It's actually my off day today. I usually never have Mondays off, but this week I just happened to have it off. Today I want to go to this park slash trail in Fullerton, which I have not been to too many places in that city, so I definitely want to go check that out. And then after that, I have a very special plan for lunch today. So in a little bit, I'm gonna get ready and then we're gonna head to the trail to take a stroll. Wow, look at all these flowers. They're so beautiful. We're starting to approach the season where all the flowers are starting to bloom. For example, right now, if you drive around Orange County, you'll actually see a lot of these trees that are just completely purple. I'll probably put some pictures right here. I did some research the other day. They're called jacaranda trees. So typically they will start to bloom around the April, May season, and then they will really start to peak around June. So maybe if we wait for like another month or so, maybe we'll start to see a lot more of those purple trees. Today is actually such a weird day because I was filming the intros for this video. It was like cloudy then, right? But then just as I got to the park just now, it was sunny, and then now it's cloudy again. Look at the clouds today. They're just all like bunched up in this area. But then if you drive over there a little bit, there's places where there's no clouds at all. I think the weather itself is trying to decide whether it wants to have a good day today or a bad day. Either way, I've somehow found another hidden gem of a park. I don't know how I keep doing this, where I just find places that are just so peaceful to walk in. Look, it's this entire trail. I don't know how to describe it. Like the vibes of places that look like this, I just love it. Wow. Something about the way this place looks. I feel like I can just be here all day. Also, it reminds me a lot about that one park that I went to in DC, where the trails go really inside, where you feel like you're in a forest somewhere. All those good memories are coming back to me now. The way that I find places like this is I'll usually go on Google Maps, starting from where I'm living, and then I'll slowly start to zoom out of the map to see if there's any parks nearby that I haven't been to yet, or if the photos look interesting enough that I would like to visit it. If I say yes to both of those questions, then it usually tells me that maybe I should visit that place just to find out what it's about. I'm glad I found this one though. It's called Hillshire Park in Fullerton. Just a very random park, but when you come in here, it's the most magical place. Also, from the pictures, apparently there's a little seating area with the painting. Maybe it's this one. I'm honestly shocked. This has got to be one of the most creative parks I've ever been to. Basically, there's a bunch of these seats made from tree trunks. And then in the middle, there's just this painting of this beautiful orange butterfly. Whoever painted this did a really good job. You can see how all the different colors blend in together, like the actual butterfly. And then, of course, also the black dots around the edge of the wing. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, butterflies are like my favorite living thing on earth. Anytime I see them flying around in the backyard or wherever I'm at, when I see them, I just know that something good is about to happen. Like it's a sign to me from the universe somehow. Just the other day, I was like looking out at the backyard from my room and I saw this random orange butterfly that I always see flying around. So I decided to like walk outside to try to take a closer picture of it. When I got close, it didn't even fly away. It literally just let me take a picture. And this is the picture that I took, which is probably one of, if not the most beautiful picture I've taken thus far. Orange butterflies are the most standard that I've seen, but I know there's also some other really beautiful ones. Like the light blue one, I always see them online, but I haven't seen it in person yet. I'm trying to figure out if this place is a park or a trail or exhibition, because you'll just see places like this. And then let me show y'all. Over here too, there's a seating area. And then the people here, whoever came here, I guess they really want to show their art. So they will paint the chairs. Also, if you look really closely at the pines, they're painted as well. Look at this cute tree house for the birds. What does it say? Choose happy. Safe to say, I do feel very happy walking around here. All these different flowers, the painting, the decorations. These little tiny houses as decorations on the floor. And they're just scattered all around here. There's like some over there as well. Over there on the trees as well. Had it been when I was like around 10 years old and I visited this place, I would have been just the happiest kid just running around here. I can imagine this is probably, to a child, it's probably their paradise. Even for me as a 23-year-old right now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty happy. The best part about finding a random park that nobody's ever heard of is that there's barely anybody around. Right now it's basically just me and some people walking ahead. But when you come to places like this, you actually get to hear the sounds of nature. You can hear the leaves rustling in the wind. You can hear the birds chirping. I'll take this place over any tourist attraction any day of the week, just off of the fact that it's quieter. You know, you can actually hear yourself instead of, sometimes when you go to places, all the cars and all the planes flying around, it's like so loud. I done did it again. I somehow found an even better park than the last one that I found. Wait, hold on. I see a little lizard right here doing push-ups. It literally looks like a standard push-up with good form too. All right, I'm gonna keep walking and see what else we can find. So far, so good though. And we're back at it again with another lunchtime. It's my favorite part of the video, I swear. For lunch today, I got Boiling Point, which is a Taiwanese hot pot restaurant here in LA. Look at what they put in there, y'all. I got the beef combo. So it comes with the beef, obviously, some vegetables, tofu, corn, and then also vermicelli as well. Also, look at my professional setup here. I got the sauce to the side. So once I eat everything and then leave the meat for last, I'll usually dip that into the sauce. Also, if you order during lunchtime on weekdays, they also give you a drink for free. So I got the winter melon tea. All right, let's dig in. Itadakimasu. As usual, I always start with the vegetables. Nothing different this time. Let's try it. The soup in here is so rich in flavor. From what I've tried so far in the States, I feel like when it comes to hot pot restaurants, Boiling Point is probably the one that is most resembles the Taiwanese hot pot that you try in Taiwan. It's just a very savory, heartwarming meal that you can have on a cold day. Oh, there's also the tempura that I didn't show y'all earlier. It just keeps popping out of nowhere. When I dig deeper, there's like more things underneath it. Oh yeah, and also, there's another one. It's the meatballs as well that they put in here. Oh my goodness, how many things are in here? Look at that, the vermicelli. You know what? I think I know why it tastes more Taiwanese than other hot pots that I've tried. It's because they've put sachajiang in here. If you don't know what sachajiang is basically a canned sauce that you can find in Taiwan. You can pretty much put it on any savory food and it'll make it taste good because it has such a distinct taste to it. Why is it kind of spicy, low key? I only got the mild. Somehow it's like making my tongue dance a little bit. Every time I go eat Boiling Point with my aunts and uncles, my aunt would always order spicy. And over here, I'm just eating the mild and it's already spicy for me. So just imagine, just imagine how spicy it is when you actually order spicy instead of the mild. All right, let's try the meat. The star of the show right here. Glistening in all that soup. All right, here we go. Gotta put it in the sauce first. Maybe I put a little too much. The sauce that you see right here is the garlic sauce. Whenever I eat it at the restaurant, I would put like so much on the rice that sometimes I have to tell myself to be careful about not putting too much because there is a lot of sodium in here. It's better when I take it for to go so that I have better control of the sauce because they only give you one if you take it for to go. They say that putting sauce on the rice is kind of like a struggle meal, but I don't think it is at all. Every time I eat it, it's so good. Recently, I would say that Boiling Point is taking over Dave's Hot Chicken for my favorite go-to restaurant to eat at. Because usually I only allow myself to eat outside twice a week. So every time that I get to eat outside, it's kind of like a precious thing. And I wanted to make it a feast whenever I eat outside. Dave's Hot Chicken is cool, but like it's fried food. So I try to not eat it as much. So for this, obviously I can eat it more. In the last 3 weeks, I probably had Boiling Point twice already, which I'm not ashamed to say. It's that good. All right, this is my last bite. Let's enjoy this. Oh, almost tipped the sauce over. Let's put this aside. The winter melon is actually really good. So for lunch, they have like options between green tea and also winter melon. For the longest time, I've always chosen green tea because that's what I'm used to. But then recently, I just started trying the winter melon. Oh my goodness. This is a sweet tooth person's paradise. Oh wow. The sweetness definitely hits you in the spot. I feel like I just went through a workout just now. Look how red my face is. All right, y'all, I think that's gonna bring it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I really enjoyed my walk this morning at that park. I feel like when I was walking there, it released all of the tensions from within and it allowed me to feel more relaxed. I'm noticing just now that it's completely sunny outside, but when I was at the park, the sun was playing hard to get and it didn't want to come out. But now it's like completely sunny. Thanks, sun. Thank you for just going back and forth when I was at the park and playing naughty. For now, I think that's gonna do it. If you wanna check out my other social medias, I'll leave them down in the link in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have the best day today and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.